Here we go. One last time, ladies and gentlemen, for the regular season before we go to the do or die season, win or go home. But there's still so many questions that has to be answered in the next 20 minutes or so. Who is going to the playoffs? Who is going to be going home? What seed? Who's getting a home game? And who's getting a home game for the first time in a long time? And did one team just pull off a miraculous comeback? We're going to show it all to you right here, right now. But I want to start with updating everybody on the latest rankings from the WVSSAC. So going into this final regular season, this is where we stand. Week 10, football ratings. Class 4A, you see it right here, the one named Woodrow Wilson. Dropped all the way down to number 11 with a win, who they'll be playing in George Washington, who's right outside the top 12. If they jump up, then that win could push them up maybe to a home field game. Maybe. We'll have to see how much it counts. Then, looking at Class AAA, the big thing here, Princeton, only a couple points off Bridgeport. If they beat a team in Class 4A, Parkersburg South, could they jump up? And Oak Hill, playing for the second week in a row, another 4A team. How much will that jump them up? That's where it starts, and then AA is where it goes. And we look at it right here. Independence coming in at the 4 spot, 5-3. How high can they get? But it all starts for them to move up with finishing things off at home against Summers County. Let's go out to Independence for a final home game before the playoff starts, and we pick things up with a great throw there by Brock Green in shotgun. He sends it to Adkins, and Adkins does what he does, moving in space, getting things going, patient weaving, and then fakes the handoff. Looks deep. Green lets it fly, and Green has his man. Christian Linksweiler beats his man. Brock Green leads them all the way, and that's a walk-in touchdown for Linksweiler and the Patriots. Patriots defense get a stop. So back on offense they go, and you knew his name was coming soon. Nelson explodes around the edge, gets a good block outside, and gets hit out of bounds. Big gain there, but the Bobcats defense gets a stop. So it's Summers County turn on offense, but the play just gets blown up by this crazy, fierce, fast Independence defense, and guess what? They're back on offense, and it's Tyson Adkins. Now it's Nelson, but look at the great stuff there by the Summers County Bobcats, playing really good defense, showing things up, but Green back in shotgun, drops back and finds Brady Rose on the slant, and Rose lowers his shoulder to put Indy in scoring position. Now Green takes the snap, rolls out to his left, looks left, throws deep. It's Linksweiler again. Randy Moss, where you at? Christian Linksweiler climbing the ladder for his second touchdown of the game. And then the Patriots get the ball back and drive all the way down to the 2-yard line, and no one closes better than Silas Nelson. Untouched to the left side. Patriots roll 57-14, and Indy fans get a home playoff next week. That catch and that throw from Green to Linksweiler might have been the best throw and catch all season long, and it came on the season finale. Let's go. Full screen breakdown to show you how beautiful this is. Go ahead and snap it right here. Couple things I want you to look at. Stop this. Okay, first of all, look how high the ball is. The ball is so high, like, yeah, perfect, Caleb. Go all the way back. Like, he is just moonshotting it. You know, they say Russell Wilson, quarterback for the Steelers, he has a great moon ball because he just, look how high he's throwing this ball. Now, you keep it going, keep it going. Stop it right. Yes, perfect. Look how high it went, and look where it's dropping. To have the accuracy to throw it that high and then to drop it right here where it becomes who's better. Both players up for grabs, and Christian Linksweiler likes to do what we say climbs the ladder. He goes up and gets it. Look at that. Hand strong, holds on to it. That is a phenomenal throw and a phenomenal catch. Linksweiler Green on the same page all night long, and that is why Independence is rolling into the playoffs. Another team getting ready to get things going, but they started really hot, and since then, 3 straight losses. Woodrow Wilson, how do they bounce back after that tough loss to their rival Oak Hill? Well, they're at home to a good George Washington team. Let's go out to Woodrow to find out. Starting things off, the Flying Eagles coming in, looking to reemerge from the shadows and snap a 3-game losing streak. They're coming in with a tough matchup, though, a fast and athletic George Washington team that brings the creativity on offense, and that offense is how the game starts. Cy Persinger hits the Hunter Giacomo on the bubble screen, and he's going to take it and fly deep into Eagle territory, outrunning defenders and setting up George Washington. Next play, George Washington goes back to the pass. This time, it's Savion Brown taking the short pass and weaving through defenders, breaking tackles, and stumbling inside the 15-yard line. But that's as far as they're going to go. It's a low snap. The short pitch to the running back doesn't make it there. The ball bounces around, and Woodrow recovers it. So Woodrow with the ball, and they're going to get the run game going. That's Christian Stewart on the jet sweep, making a cut and banging his way forward for a nice gain. But that's going to be all Woodrow can muster. A few plays later, a deep pass up the middle. Falls short, can't get it, and Woodrow has to punt it away. But the Woodrow defense is able to respond again, and they stop the next George Washington drive. Jumping ahead from there, we go to the second quarter. Lots of defense at this point. Woodrow still with the ball on 3rd and 10. They go to the pass, and that's a great play by George Washington. It brings up 4th and 10. But Beckley knows they need to stay aggressive. They keep the offense on the field. They dial up the deep pass. It's along the sideline. 2 George Washington defenders are there. They break it up and nearly come down with the interception, but hold the horn. There's a flag on the play. Defensive pass interference. Beckley has new life, and just a few plays later, Bryce Ford hammers it in, and Woodrow goes on to win 14-12. Massive win. And the way this game ended, George Washington scored right at the end, and then they went for 2 to tie it up and send it to overtime. Woodrow's defense came up strong. They stopped the 2-point play, and that is what you want to see. A team that was reeling, 3 straight losses, but now they get a win and they go into the playoffs with momentum, beating a very good George Washington team. Woodrow Wilson is back, ready to roll for the playoffs. We are just getting started here on the last regular season edition of Fabulous Football Friday. Shady Spring clinching the playoffs for the first time in 3 years. How do they do it? That, Oak Hill, so much more. All of that coming up next.